Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn the lesson number third of the Pact with the Sun. This story is a very beautiful story. This is an Iranian folktale which is translated into English. This is a very beautiful story and has a very useful moral and message for you. So let's start the story. This story has been taken, as I have told you, that this story has been taken from Iranian folktale. So in Iran there is a lots of shepherd uh, uh, for camel and goats, etc. So there once lived a shepherd. He was very poor. He did not have even a small cottage of his own to live. He was very poor. He has never been to school or learned to read or write. From there were very few schools those days. So the first questions comes that why the shepherd was not learned or educated, because there was very few schools in these days. So you can answer the question very well. The poor and uneducated shepherd was very wise. He understand people's sorrows and troubles and help them. Uh, if a person is not, it means that if a person is not educated, it doesn't mean that that person was not wise and uh, sane and sensible. If a person's emotional intelligence was good, then that person can easily judge and handle the situation. So don't judge the talent of any person by education. So let's start further. The poor and educated shepherd was very wise. He was uh, he was understood people's sorrow and troubles and helps him. uh, and which type of help he has given? He had given them fair to face their problem help to face their problems with courage and common sense. Many people came to him for advice. Soon he became famous for his wisdom and familiar nature. The king of the country heard about him and thought to meeting him. He disguised as a shepherd and riding on a mule. One day the king came to the cave where the wise shepherd lived. As soon as the shepherd saw the traveler coming towards his cage, he rose to welcome him. He took the tired traveler inside the cave and gave him water to drink, and also shared his own meal. It means very little amount of meal. The king rested for the night in the cave and was greatly impressed by the shepherd's hospitality and wise conversation. Though still tired, the king decided to depart. The next morning, he said, "Many thanks for your kindness to a poor traveler. I have a long way to go, so permit me to leave." Looking straight into the eyes of the guest, the shepherd replied, "Thank you, Your Majesty, for paying me the compliment of a visit." The king was astonished, it means surprised, as well as pleased. He has indeed very wise, he thought to himself. I need people like him to work for me, and the king appointed appointed this humble shepherd the governor of a small district. Although he rose the power and dignity, the shepherd remained as humble as ever. People loved and honored for his wisdom, sympathy, and goodness. He was a kind and just to one and all. His fame as a fair and wise governor soon spread through the country. Now the governor of other provinces grew jealous of him and began to talk to the king against him, and they said, he is a very dishonest and keep himself part of a, and keep a part of the money that he collect as a tax from the peoples of the district. Why did it, to prove his point, to prove their point, they all said that why did he always carry with him an iron chest? Perhaps he carried in it the treasure he had secretly collected of. After all, and they all said mockingly that after all, he was an ordinary shepherd and could behave no better. At first, the king did not pay attention, but how long could he ignore these governors? Because they because of their endless stories about the shepherd. One thing was certain, which king has also noticed, that the new governor carry all time the iron chest. So one day, the new governor was summoned to the palace, and he came riding on his camel, and to everyone's delight, the famous iron chest was there, far securely on the behind of him and on the back of the camel. Now the king was angry and uh, thundered, "Why do you always carry that iron chest with you? Does it contain some treasure?" The governor was smart, and he asked his servant to bring in the chest. Now, eagerly, the people standing around were waited for the shepherds how eager to be found out. But now, no, for their great surprise, for their great surprise, and even king was also surprised to see when the chest was open, no gold and silver jewels were there, but an old blanket was all that came out. Holding it up proudly, the shepherd said, "This is my dear master, is my only treasure. I always carry it with me, but why do you carry such an ordinary blanket with you?" Then the shepherd said, The shepherd replied with quiet dignity that this blanket is my oldest friend. It will still protect me if at any time your majesty your majesty should wish to take away my new clothes. How pleased the uh, how pleased the king was. See how pleased the king was at that time, and how embarrassed the jealous governors became to hear the wise man's reply. Now they knew the shepherd was indeed the humble, honest, and wisest man in the land, and the king made him governor of a much bigger district that very day. So this is the story. So now come to the moral of the story, which is very interesting and useful for all of us. Uh, the moral of the story is that a person should not forget his past and should not leave honesty and politeness if any state of time any state of time he or she will become a famous. It doesn't mean a big person in his or his life, but he or she not should not forget his politeness, humbleness, and this was the moral of this story and the message of this story. So, my dear students, I hope that you like this story, and I also hope that you will keep in your mind that the powerful message of the story. Okay, students, now is the time to say goodbye. Again, I'll come back again with a new story, with a new beautiful story. So, till then, bye bye.